Good evening. I just want to talk briefly about the situation in Ukraine. What concerns me is that I don't think the right questions are being asked by the media, Congress, the United States Senate, and so on about what are we spending weekly. We hear talk in this upcoming elections that the economy is the number one thing. Well, how much are we spending on this Ukraine war? Weekly, I hear requests by the media in reporting that Ukraine wants this weapon system and this weapon system and this weapon system. Every week there's a request. Well, who's paying for this? I'm not hearing Joe Manchin speaking out about this unlimited spending. Is anyone being held accountable with all the weapons and spending that's going on in Ukraine with respect to Ukraine? How much is this costing? And how are we going to pay for it? It seems as though there is a unanimous consent from the Senate and the House. Just do it. Well, if that's the case, we're going to get into, we could be approaching $1 trillion in spending. Where's that coming from? Are we borrowing more from China, something that we said we don't want to do? Is there any cap, any limit, any accountability? And if we're willing to spend trillions in a proxy war, trillions, why, you said we can't pay reparations. We don't have the money. Well, apparently we're getting this money from somewhere where we're giving, and part of your argument against reparations is we would give, who would we give it to? And we would be giving money from our government, by the way, to citizens. Well, right now, we're giving hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. Remember, they're not citizens. They're not members of NATO. They're not members of any group that we're allied with, but we are giving freely, I might add, no cost. And apparently, there's no strings attached. There's no accountability as to how these weapons are being used. And we want to open up more bases in our NATO allies to train them to give them more of our weapons. How about asking this question? What's left to defend ourselves? What's left? I mean, let's take it one step further. Since we're giving more and more of our modern weaponry weekly, what is this man asking for next? You might as well go ahead and say it. Nuclear weapons. Because that's the end game. If you're giving him every other defensive weapon system, what's left? Why not just give him the nukes now? And you say, oh, that's crazy. No, every week there's a request. Every week we're fulfilling his shopping list. You recall, he said, don't come here with empty hands. Apparently, we're so frightened by that statement that we're giving weekly billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. Hundreds of billions of dollars. Mitch McConnell was quiet. Where's Joe? Joe Manchin. Where's Morning Joe? Where's CNN? Where's Fox News? No one's asking what the end is to this spending. And that concerns me. That they're all silent when it comes to spending this money. It should concern you as well.